This DeenTV video was made possible in part by Islamic Relief, working together for a better world, and by Guidance Residential, the #1 Islamic home financer in the U.S. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Abdul Malik from DeenTV. I'm here to ask my brother, what is your name, my brother?
Haris.
Tell us a little bit about the this convention and the little details about it, because you are volunteering here, right?
Volunteering. Alhamdulillah, I was blessed to be able to volunteer. The Pearls is an event that's a little bit different from ICNA, ISNA, and all those things, because this has such a much more intimate feel to it. You know, when you walk in here, you see there's one hall, one session, and when the speakers are speaking, everybody's in there. All eyes are on one speaker, and it's when the mashayikh are walking around, you see them milling with the people. Whereas in ICNA, they might have to go somewhere to this session, that session. Where here, it's much more intimate, very close up.
علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا.
And mercy is the foundation of peace, and we should be advocates of peace. We've seen the consequences of war. We see them every day. We've seen the consequences of war. And not jihad. There's a big difference between war and jihad. We've seen war under the label of jihad, but it's just war.
And so they were a little bit kind of still hesitant. Like, I understand, I want to believe, but you're asking me to believe in something that just seems completely out of this world. That the Muslims were told by Allah, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ. You know who Ahl al-Dhikr was? Ahl al-Dhikr was Ahl al-Kitab. Go ask the Christians and the Jews if you're not sure whether you should believe in this or not. Think about how fascinating of an idea it is that the messenger of Allah is giving Muslims an idea, and the Muslims are being told we can go and ask.
What makes this conference a little different from like some of the other conferences you've been to?
This conference is definitely smaller, so it's more intimate. There's one session going on all the time, so it feels good to know I'm not missing anything. Yeah, that's the biggest difference.
Don't even bother trying to prove them wrong, because in the process of trying to appear neutral, you'll actually start to forsake some of your ethics and values or whatever it may be. Just do what you think is right. Take advice from the scholars, seek the good from people, follow the Quran and the Sunnah, everything that's be a unifying factor. As I said earlier, the Sunnah is a unifying factor in the community. Do not let people box you in, and don't spend your life trying to prove to people that you're not what they think you are. Just do you and be yourself, and inshallah ta'ala, you'll be productive, you'll be far more productive than that.
Imagine I just sat and concentrated my heart and my mind purely on Allah for 5 minutes, some of us maybe 10, and how beautiful the spiritual scene would that be with Allah if we all did that together.
So in this, we have 4 generations. The 5th generation is, we call it Jilul Talaqi, the generation who received the message from the mouth of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and they lived the revelation throughout their lives at that time.
How do you feel about this wonderful conference?
Mashallah, it's been a blessed conference. It's been an opportunity to really revive the hearts and to learn from some great scholars and to gain some illuminating insights on the Quran and on the life of the Prophet ﷺ.
Allah'a davet inden, ente şemsun
Brother, what's your name?
Walaikum Shad.
Shad, and you're from this area?
I am, yes.
And what are you here doing this weekend?
I'm here for the Pearls of the Quran conference.
Is this your first time at Pearls of the Quran?
No, it's actually my 5th time, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice, nice. So what keeps bringing you back to Pearls of the Quran?
You know, it's the set of speakers that they have, the topics, the fact that it's solely focused on the Quran, which is something that I think we just don't take enough time to reflect on. And just the lineup that they have of the speakers, you know, it's kind of like our own nice mini convention here.
Nice. So what would set this apart from other events that you've been to?
The topics that they discuss. I mean, they're really hitting things that are very relevant. We've had, you know, people like Muhammad Khilan, who's a scientist by background but traditionally trained, who brings up issues of evolution and secularism and how to address those topics, you know, and doubts and certainties. I think these are all things that I feel are very relevant for a lot of people growing up here, being challenged here, and it's, you know, week after week or year after year, it's those different topics that I think just keep bringing us back.
لله داع أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات.
These data points can also give important exceptions to these rules. So the Prophet says, don't sell what you don't have, but he gives exceptions too. For example, for farmers who only get their income, their crop, once or twice a year, they need to have some form of income the rest of the year. So they can buy seeds and buy tools and feed their animals and their families. So the Prophet allows people to sell their promise the sale of their crop in advance in return for money beforehand.
That he is constantly engaged in this state. As the companions of the Prophet ﷺ would describe him, that the Prophet ﷺ was da'iman fikra. He was constantly concerned about people. Mutawasil al-ahzan, constantly grieving.
That فَلَا يَحْزُنْكَ قَوْلُهُ Surah Yasin. Don't let what they say about you really depress you. Qul yudhan. Say, I'm quitting. I'm not going to. Forget about Islamic work. Forget about going to Madinah anymore. Forget about this. Every time I want to do something, I'm not doing it right. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit the message community. I'm going to quit the school. I'm going to quit this. I'm going to quit that. Sometimes happened to me. I want to quit many times. Then I remind myself. So you cannot do that.
Responds per the command of Allah, فأشارت إليه. قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا. She just merely points to the baby Jesus in the cradle, and they say, how can we speak to an infant, right? This speechless, non-verbal infant.
Companions disagree with each other. Then you have the early Muslim scholars disagreeing with each other. At various times, you have even 9 or 10 different madhabs that exist. And then eventually, in Sunni Islam, these are basically pared down to 4 madhabs by the 1200s of the Common Era. And in Shia Islam, you have the Imami or Jafri school.
I'm not tired for asking you for help for Syria. I'm not tired. 5 families, right? 9? Did we get one more? Okay. So that's 2, 3. Fourth one for 5 families. 2,500. Fourth one. Number 4. I have 6 minutes left.
Assalamu alaikum. Your name, sir?
Anwar Khan.
Anwar Khan from somewhere. You're here at the Al Madinah. What brings you to Al Madinah Institute program this weekend?
It's a wonderful place to find people who are here to seek knowledge and implement what they learn. I've been going to conferences for over 2 decades. I really enjoy coming to this one. The atmosphere, the culture of the people around here, it just lifts my soul.
And you know, it's just a very spiritual experience overall. You know, they do a lot more dhikr and things like that to kind of embellish that stuff.
Yeah, highly recommended. Really encourage you to come and next time, anytime these guys are in the area, it's always a good time.
طلع البدر من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر عليه